Peace. What's up, my people? It's your girl, Rada Creator. How are you? I'm coming back with another one. So, I hope everybody is enjoying their day so far. Um, today I wanted to get into some God conversations. So I haven't been doing that in a while. It might have been about 2 weeks since I did a God conversation, but I wanted to get back to the basics and say, you know, so the theme for this one is God gave you these gifts for a reason. Stop ignoring them. So I've been debating whether I'm going to do um, something on a regular basis on my channel. I don't want to say what it is because people be watching me and take my stuff and then try to claim it as their own. So I gotta be careful what I say. So, um, but earlier today I was drawing cards. So, um, one of them said we're in an energetic war. So to me, it meant one of the main things that it meant to me was, all right, so are you going to step into your natural gifts, or are you going to feel that you need some type of magic, some type of spells, curses, root work, spell work, um, voodoo, any of that to enhance your gifts? I hope not. I hope. Oh, also, so the reason why I'm saying this is because when I really started going on my spiritual journey, I had did nothing. I used nothing and did nothing to spruce up my gifts. I didn't use crystals either. It's almost like it was imperative that God wanted me to rise, and I'm still not done rising. Like, I am very gifted, but I'm not done rising. My gifts have not done are not done expanding or growing or whatever they're going to do, ascending. They still are not done. I still have not finished discovering new gifts, new ones. And I'm like, the newest one is this. But anyway, um, I feel like God tells me not to, God and my ancestors tell me not to use any props. Like, okay, so I use cards, but I wouldn't describe the cards as a prop because I don't use them for my gift. I might use them to add to something, but I don't use them. The only thing I use that would be considered a tool that I use it in addition to my gift, really, because I need clarity, is the diviner rods. And that's what they really prefer me to use out of all the different things I've went through. They prefer me to use those because they don't want me to use these different things as props or tools or things that I think I need in order to have a gift. That's what the gift of, I mean, this is what the message of today really is. You do not need any additives for your gifts. But in this world, you're taught to fear or be intimidated by your spiritual gifts that was given by God. You're taught to fear them or think they are evil or think you are evil because God has blessed you with these gifts. But no, God gave you these gifts for a reason. So you can navigate through life. So you can help other people navigate through life. So you can help spot things that um you should be aware of or be cautious of, or spot things that other people should be aware of or be cautious of. Okay? And they're given to you to protect you and to protect others and to help guide you and others through this thing called life. It's some devils walking around in this world, okay? Perfect example, Sanya Messi. So I really believe, so first of all, knowing that she is an Aquarius, okay? First of all, she is the exact same person as my I gotta stop calling her baby cousin. She ain't even a baby. She a whole grown woman now, but I'm used to calling her my baby cousin. So anyway, she is the exact same person as my cousin. I'm trying to stop saying little cousin and all that. So as my cousin, Sherelle. I don't know if she want me to say her name on here, but I don't give a damn. I said it. If you happen to watch it, I said it. So anyway, she is the exact same person as my cousin Sherelle. Um, she is an Aquarius. My cousin Sherelle's birthday is 2/3. Her birthday is 2/12. In numerology, it will make them the exact same person because the 12 added together would be a 3. So in numerology terms, her birthday is 2/3. The two numbers that are components in her whole number is the 2 and the 3. Okay? So so it really makes them the exact same person. So Aquariuses, which I try to make them fully aware of who they are, Aquariuses are air signs. And to me, air equals spirit. So they are, for lack of knowing how to explain this any more clearer, I almost want to say they are led around by spirit because they are spirit. So air signs are led by spirit because they are spirit. Now, their spiritual powers are, okay, I don't know if the Aquariuses have visions, but they damn sure receive direct messages from spirit. I know the Geminis have visions, but I assume the air signs, all of them, have visions. And then the second one I know for sure receive direct messages from spirit. An Aquarius superpower is to communicate with spirit because they are spirit. So anyway, that's why I'm so sure that she did get a read on that man. They have discernment, but they have a different type of discernment. Okay? And I know she did get a read on that man. I know she did not want that man in her house. And I know she felt he was evil. That's why she kept trying to get him to touch the Bible. But anyway, so I was saying, for instance, the Aquarius has these gifts too. She did not ignore her gift. It's like we can't even say, oh, if she would have done this, she did not ignore her gift. The only thing that we're not clear on or have no footage to prove right or wrong about this situation is the part of this man coming into her house. I did not see her hold the door open for this man to come into her house. The man came in after her. I don't know if she asked the man to look around. I don't know if the man asked her to come in. I don't know how this man got in her house. And at the time, the only officer that had his body cam on was not directly at the scene. So all we know is that the man went into her house. So I wish we would have that part, because if so, I would have said if she asked him to come in, but I don't think she did. I get spiritual messages that tell me she never invited this man to her house. And he knew that if it came down to it, and it was a she against him type of thing, they was going to believe the officer over a woman with mental issues as he was looking at it. I felt like from the minute he thought that she had mental issues, he started treating her like what he said after he took her life. That crazy effing B. That's what he was treating her like. I feel like from the moment he thought she had issues, that's what he treated her like. Even do you understand? Like talking to her like she's slow. She's not slow. She probably smarter. She probably walks circles around your fucking IQ. She probably smarter than you and the other officer combined. So anyway, I'm sorry. I got carried away. But like I was saying, this whole thing and everything I'm saying is in order to try to make people understand to pay attention to their gifts. It could protect you and save your life. I know her intuition was telling her all types of things. I just don't know the particulars on how that man got in her house. So I can't go any further because I don't know the facts. All I know is that when the other man with the body cam that was on came back, the man was going up in her house. So anyway, so everybody has been blessed with different gifts. I advise you not to ignore these gifts. There are many types of gifts. God has tried to keep me pure on my path by not using anything that could boost my gifts. God wants me to understand that my gifts are boosted and out of this world beyond belief without any prop boost, anything that I think that I need to be better. None of that. I don't need any of that. So, for instance, like God tell me I don't need no crystals. Now, it's not just only it's two reasons why. But I want to say God tells me I don't need no crystals. I've never tried to read a person or um see anything with the crystals. Never. Because God told me that I don't need that. God told me I am the magic. I am the power. I am the gift. There's no need to go outside of that to think that I need something else to make me greater. I was born great. This goes for y'all too. You were born great. There's no need to go outside of that. So I understand that a lot of people do feel they need things, especially when you're at the beginning of your journey. A lot of people feel like they need things to help them be more in touch with their gifts, like cards, like I do have cards. I have quite a bit of cards, but I don't use them instead of my gifts, if that makes sense. I use my gifts first. I really use my cards because um it's almost like a daily thing for me individually. It's not for you unless that's what you want. So in the field of work that I do, a lot of people prefer cards because that's all they know. They know cards, so they think that's the only way to have a gift or to get a reading or to get a read of something. So a lot of people might choose that, like over my divine rise, they will choose the cards. And for the people that choose the cards, I got the cards for them, you know? But I don't need them in order to be powerful. And I don't need them in order to channel spirit. And I don't need them in order to use things. It's different types of gifts that we all have. So I'm just going to break down a few of them. I'm going to break down the ones that I have. And I'm going to break down any other ones that I could actually think of. But it's one that I know I'm missing. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, so you got clairvoyance. Let's start with clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, which is the ability to see beyond the physical realm and see spiritually, see through people's exterior and into their spirit and intentions. That is, or spiritually, or see into the spirit world. It depends on how deep your clairvoyance goes. That's what I mean. Your gifts never stop growing. Hey, Cold Pepsi, how are you, boo? I was just talking about Aquariuses. Ain't you Aquarius, boo? Ain't you Aquarius, Missy? Because if you are, I was just talking about y'all. I don't know if you knew, but Sonya Massey is an Aquarius, and that's what made me start talking about Aquariuses. And I was saying that Aquariuses are air signs, and to me, air equals spirit. And I said, so I said Aquariuses and air signs are almost led by spirit because they are spirit. Their spiritual superpower is I don't know if the Aquariuses have visions. You would know. Yes, you are. So I don't know if you have visions, Aquariuses. Hey Josh, how are you? Good to see you. So I don't know if Aquariuses. Josh, what is your sign again? I forgot what your sign is. Aries or something? I can't remember. When is your birthday, Josh? Just your when's your birthday like? Is it I can't remember what it is. Just the month and the day. Oh, you are an Aries? Yes. Yes. So yeah. So no, you a Virgo, September the 1st. Okay. Yes, you a Virgo. Okay, okay. So all right, so let me finish talking about Aquarius and then I'm gonna get on to the Virgo. So the Aquarius air signs spiritual superpowers are that I know for a fact is that you receive direct messages from spirit. I don't know if you have visions, Cold Pepsi. I know. I see it. I see it. I know you're a Virgo now. So yeah. So Aquariuses receive direct messages from spirit. Aquarius superpower is the ability to communicate with spirit, but most air signs powers are to have visions and receive direct messages from spirit. I just don't know if Aquarius in themselves have visions. I don't know that for sure. Oh, you have dreams. Okay. Okay. Well, certain dreams can be visions. It depends on how you see it too. So, so now let's get into Mr. Josh, okay? So, the Virgo, their spiritual superpower is their knowingness. So, with Virgos, people are always like, oh, you swear you know everything, you swear you know. I hate to toot a Virgo's horn because they really do think they know everything, but they really actually do. They have a knowingness. That is their spiritual superpower. They just know things. They don't know how they know things. They just know things. And what's so funny, right? When Cat Williams was doing that interview with Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay, he said something that sounds just like that. But this is long after I've been telling Virgos that their spiritual superpower is a knowingness. And they know things. They don't know how they know things, but they do. I think Cat Williams said those exact words, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I've been saying it. He said, yes, you know a few. hmm So, so, yeah, I don't know. What you mean, yes, you know a few? About what? About visions or I don't know. What you say that about Cold Pepsi? So anyway, so yeah, so their knowingness. Oh, 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 you saying that they think they know everything. But they really do though. They don't know how they know, they just know. It's so weird. They just do. They just know things. And I swear I think Cat Williams said those exact words on Club Shay Shay. But I've been telling Virgos this for years. So that is their spiritual superpower, their knowingness. That some Virgos also do have dreams as well. They have ancestral dreams, meaning they communicate with the other side via dreams. That's how they communicate with the other side. I don't know if all of them do, but I know a few Virgos that I do know do communicate with their ancestors through their dreams. Like literally, that's how they like the ones who have transitioned. They talk to them through their dreams. So yeah, but so I was just saying that these gifts were given to us for a reason. So stop ignoring your God given gifts. God gave them to you to protect you along your life, to protect others along their life, okay? To make you aware of the devils in your path, in your life, and in others' life, okay? So stop ignoring it and start using it. That's what God gave it to you for. So I think I was breaking down different types of gifts that people have. So um I said clairvoyance is the ability to see beyond the physical and see through spiritual eyes, spiritual realm, see spiritually. Um Another one is, or that's clairvoyance. Clairaudience is the ability to hear beyond um the physical realm and hear spiritually. Like I have experienced the clairvoyance. I have clairvoyance. I already know that. Uh, but also I have experienced clairaudience. I wouldn't say that's one of my strongest gifts, but I do have that. Like I have heard people from the spiritual realm. And the first thing people would think on earth, because we've been trained to think that it's a sin or we're evil, or trained to think that if we experience any of these God-given gifts, that something is wrong with us, or we're going to hell if we experience this. No, God gave you these gifts. God would never send you to hell for a gift that God gave you. So, um, but I have experienced the clairaudience, I'd say a few times. But when I did, it was really, really poignant. Yeah, you had to remove yourself from a few people. Yes, yes, yes. Because that's what God gave it to you for. So you could see through people and say, oh no, this person is evil. Let me get over here. Okay. And that's what I believe Sonya Massey was actually experiencing. That's why I brought up the Aquarius as well, because I said that Sonya Massey's birthday was 2/12, and she was exactly the same person to the T as my cousin. Uh, her birthday is 2/3, and Sonya's is 2/12. And in numerology, when you actually add the 12 together, you get a 3. So it's like saying the same person. A 2 and a 3 is the makeup of their chart. And so they are literally the same person. So, so I was saying that I've experienced clairaudience in uh, a few times, but they have been poignant times. Like, so one of them, I was asking, I don't know if I asked God or the ancestors, but I know it was an ancestor. I believe it was an ancestor. It could have been God, because I believe God is the divine feminine, not masculine like everybody makes it out to be. But anyway, I asked either God or the ancestors for the name of someone that I would not possibly know. It was somebody who has transitioned their mother's name. It's somebody I do not know like that. So I needed the name to try to get in contact with this person so I could kind of guide them on what they need to do to get the proper justice. It was like one of those situations. And so somebody, and it was a one of a kind name. You will never hear another person name with this name. Like, you'll never hear another person with this name. And a woman, I know it was a woman's voice, like kind of whispered the name to me. And when I looked up the name, right, to see if that is the person's name, when I looked up the name, they had it listed as not the person's mother's name, but that person's aunt's name. It was like they had it mixed up. They had it as the sister's name. So I thought I was receiving wrong information. But later I found out no, the public or the media was printing wrong information, and Spirit gave me the absolute right name. That was a one of a kind name. Don't nobody have this name. And um and so it's like a name that I can't forget because it sounds like a word, but it's somebody's name. And so later I found out that Spirit was absolutely right, and that the media had it mixed up and had that name as the aunt's name by mistake when that was the person's mother's name when I asked for it. So yeah, it's deep. So, oh, it's buffering on my end. Is it still buffering, babe? You said I'm clear now? Let me know if it start buffering again. You said that's why you asked for that. Yeah, that's why she asked for that Bible. Yes, that's why you understand her like that, because you are her. You are an Aquarius just like her. So you think like her and you see things from her perspective like her. Like, so yeah, like that's why I'm still going in and out. Damn. Hold up, let me see. I thought it was good. Hold up, let me try to get this together. Dang it. Am I still? Hold up. Dang it. All right, let me see if that is better. So, what are you saying about this? Is this good? Do I sound good now? Let me know if I sound good now. I hope I'm good. I should be good. But that's crazy. It don't even tell me that I'm going in and out. So hopefully I'm good now. But anyway, so what was I saying about that Sonya Massey, um you understood her because you are her. I hope it's good. You're making me nervous, Cold Pepsi. Is my sound good now? So yeah. So what was I saying about cellulancy? But anyway, so one of the ways of another gift is declare audience. I've experienced that, but only a few times. I wouldn't say that's my strongest gift, but I would say that I have experienced it. It's a gift that is attainable, and um, it has served its purpose. I probably experienced that about three, maybe four times. So that's not my strongest gift, but it is a gift. And so that is the ability to hear beyond the spiritual, the physical realm, and hear spiritually. Then you have something called clairsentience, which is the ability to feel beyond the physical realm and feel spiritually. Now, God tells me that that is my greatest gift. God tells me that that is my greatest gift, even though I would beg to differ. I would think that clairvoyance is my greatest gift, but God keeps telling me, and the ancestors keep telling me that my greatest gift is clairsentience. And I guess they be trying to test me, and I always feel when they're touching me, or whenever a spirit tries to come to me and show me what happened to them. And it's crazy because I don't know how to control it or turn it on and off. I don't know what triggers it and what simmers it down. So a lot of the times, uh, like it'll come out. So say if I was watching TV and I was watching like a crime show and it was about somebody that's life was taken, that person would then put a feeling on me to let me know how they left here. Like this has happened to me many times. And so it takes me a minute to recognize that it's not something going on with me, like an ache or something with me, and that is with them. It takes me a little minute to realize that, but it happens a lot. Also, if like spirit is in my presence, like, and when I say in my presence, it don't even mean like, oh, right next to me. It could mean in my vicinity. They probably in the heavens over top of me a long way, but for me, it's in my vicinity. And if they are in my vicinity, literally, I will feel how they left this world. And they're not trying to show me that sometimes. Sometimes just them being near me or in my vicinity in any kind of way will show me that. Like, I ain't gonna say it because I don't want to upset nobody, but if they find a missing person that I'm thinking of, then I will come out and say what I was feeling. If they find her, I'll say it. But I'm not gonna say it unless they find her. So anyway, but I'll feel how they left this world. And then I'll be like, so I'll ask them, who was this? Who does this feeling belong to? And then I'll get my answer. And then I'll ask them, was this what happened, their fatal injury? And they tell me, yeah. So they be around me a lot and they be, and not on purpose. It's almost like subconsciously I'm picking it up or subconsciously they're giving it off, emitting this or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's deep. So then that's clairsentience, the ability to feel beyond the physical realm. So also there is something called claircognizance, which is the knowingness that I was telling Josh he has. So the knowingness, claircognizance is a yeah, that's the best way to describe it. A knowingness or a recognition of something. Remember that one that got unalived a few years ago? Hold up. I wish I had a way to get some information too about my grandson. You can get information. You talking about to me? You could get one. You can get information to me. I leave my email in the description box of every live I do. So when this live is over or whenever, you could do it right now. You could go into my description. So when I say description box, you could go out of this chat and then you get to the title part and push more. And once you push more, I think you start scrolling down, you'll see my email in the description box. And you can hit me up on my email and I'll get right back to you. Well, I hope I'll get right back to you. I'm not great at checking my emails, but I will eventually check it. So I will get back to you. So just remember that. You could get information to me. Just go in the description box of this and then hit me up. Yep. You can hit me up on the email. So yeah. You could screenshot information. I wish it was a way that you could light it up. Like you know how you copy and paste? I wish it was a way that you could do that. But you can't do that. I don't think you could do that on the description box. But if you can, you can copy and paste as well to get the address. But either way, I'm available. So yeah. Um so what was I saying? Something about claircognizance. That claircognizance is a knowingness or a recognition of something. Like it's a recognition. And you know, a lot, I feel like when I have clairvoyance going on, a lot of the times claircognizance is also going on, and I wasn't aware of that. So, damn. Let me try to move my it's hold up. Let me try to move this so I can make sure. Hopefully that's what it was. I don't know. Am I still going in and out? Let me know, Angel Face. Am I still going in and out, sweetie? Because I tried to move something around where if it was going in this direction, that might have interfered with the reception. Because I don't see nothing. Like, usually when it's a problem, that's crazy. Something is trying to stop it because when it's usually a problem, it would show me the reception bar to tell me the reception is not good. And the fact that it's not doing it is crazy to me. So how am I sounding now, sweetie? So sorry that you hear my loud hood. But yeah. So hopefully you can hear me because I ain't gonna keep waiting and just leave it silent. But hopefully I'm being heard. So what was I saying about clear cognizance? Well, Cold Pepsi, at least did you hear when I told you you could reach me in the description box? Hopefully you heard that. So yeah, you could email me in the description box. So the next gift is called I think I already said clear cognizance. It's another gift called Claire Aliens. And Claire Aliens is like you know how if your ancestors have passed and they have a certain scent to them. Let's just say like your grandma used to wear a certain type of perfume and then you start smelling this perfume. It's really to let you know that your ancestors are around you. That is clairalience. When you smell beyond the physical realm and you smell spiritually. Or like say your grandpa used to smoke a certain type of cigarette or a pipe or whatever. And then, so it might have been me. It might have been something I had. So I have this air mover to keep it cool where I'm at. And it might have been blowing in the direction of the speaker. And I didn't know that. So hopefully it stays good. But anyway, so um so clairalience is when like you smell beyond the physical realm and you smell spiritually. So that is another gift. Then we have the gift of clarity, which can't even think of a because I'll be asking to get clear on which that's what it is, to get clear. Clarity is to get clear on something. But I wish I could use something for an example to think of an example so I could tell you what I mean by clarity, but I just can't think of one right now. But it really means to get clear on something. Also, you have something called impressions. So, impressions is like, you know how people say, I get the impression that this or that. So, oh, okay. So let me tell you now, then again, just to be sure. So, just so you know how to get to the description box, I don't know if you do or not. Well, you said you wanted to get something to me about the grandson. So, you could take this chat off, come off the chat, and then go into where the title is, and then it says more, hit the more button, and then scroll down, and you'll see the email listed in the description box. Every live that I do, I try to list the email in my description box. So, yeah, it's right in the description box. But to get to the description box, you have to hit the more on the title where it has some of the title, and then it says more. You hit the more button, and then you can scroll down. And that's how you get in touch with me. So you said your grandma said that she used to smell her mother's perfume. Yes, that's clairalience because that was letting her know that her mom was near. Her mom was always with her. That was what her mom was trying to relay, that her mom was always with her. So yeah. So then we have something called an impression. So an impression is like, you know, somebody say, I get the impression that you're trying to da 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 da. That's exactly what an impression is. It's like, okay, for me, when I say impressions, it's like I already know this person. But we're talking about a spirit that I probably never met before. But let's just say, let's just say I was looking at a picture. Like, for instance, Shanquella Robinson is the perfect example. So with Shanquella Robinson, I was looking at her picture. I did it with everybody that was on that trip, and I read every single one of them. But with Shanquella, I really got into um just I had an impression that I actually knew her. I thought I knew her. I thought that we worked together before. I thought that she used to come up and talk to me. Like literally, I had the impression that I truly knew her, but I never met her. Then I also started going into detail about what I feel about, like, yeah, I feel like she talked with a squeaky voice, like Taraji P. Henson. This before we seen any videos. So that's what I said. Or before I seen any videos. I don't know if everybody else seen any videos, but before I ever seen it. So hold on for a second. So I said, I feel like I feel like she talked with a squeaky voice like Taraji P. Henson. And I was like, and I started mimicking like what I feel like she talked like. And damn if she ain't talk like that. Next thing you know, I see the video of her talking about, Hey, bitches. I forgot what she was talking about, but it was the one where she was going through there talking about let's go skinny dipping or whatever. It was that. And she had a loud, squeaky voice. And that's what I said. I said like Taraji P. Henson. So, yup. And so I was right. But I had really thought I knew her. That's an impression. When you feel like you, just by seeing somebody, you think you know them and you know everything about them, like how they are, how they carry themselves, how they walk, talk, whatever. That's an impression. So that, like, I get impressions of things or impressions of spirit, and it usually be right when I get an impression. I don't think it's ever been wrong. So, um, am I missing any other thing? So we have visions, but that is also included in clairvoyance. Clairvoyance deals with seeing into people, visions, dreams, things of that nature. All that is lumped into clairvoyance. So, yeah. So, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's another gift that I don't know what it's called, but I believe it starts with a Claire. And it is when you touch something that belongs to somebody, or somebody that passed or somebody that's here, it is like you get information from putting hands, from the sense of touch of this object or whatever, and it's giving you information about who owned this, and who they were, what they were about, and all of that. I forgot what that's called, but that's also a gift. And I think it starts with a Claire, but I can't remember exactly what it's called. And that is the reason why God tells me not to use crystals or things like that when it comes to my spiritual gifts, because those things carry energy. Everything people touch and carry and take with them and exchange with people has energy in it. So things that you pass from person to person, you're gonna be passing a person's energy with it. Like jewelry as well. They told me to be careful about accepting jewelry from people because um it has energy in it. And you don't want to be connected to somebody else's energy. And what if it's negative energy? When people touch things, they are transferring, they are leaving their energy on this object. And if they're passing it to you, they are transferring the energy to each other. So yeah. So that's another thing. So is there anything else I'm forgetting? I think that's it. But I just wanted to make y'all aware of the different type of gifts that God will give to people. Yes. Yeah, they be telling me to be careful about jewelry too, because I remember this person used to give me jewelry, and they were saying, no, do not put on that jewelry. And then they was trying to make me understand the, like, not only is the jewelry have crystals with it, but also it's jewelry. So everyone who has touched any individual crystal here has their energy on it, and you will be putting that on you and transferring that energy to you. No, you will not do that. That then when they tell me about, how you're supposed to charge or clean your crystals in the moon, it's not supposed to be done in the moon. The moon doesn't have as much power to cleanse it as you think it does. And so this energy is still being carried from person to person. Like, and say if you use that to call yourself doing a cleansing of another person, then now you have whatever negative energy you call yourself getting out of this other person that you are now holding on your jewelry. Like, you have to think about this stuff. It's just like how when you was younger, your people tell you be careful who you lay with, cause you don't just lay with that person. You lay with everybody that person then laid with. It's just like that with energy. Be careful what you put your hands on, because everything you put your hands on carry energy, and everything that you put your hands on, if somebody else put their hands on it, it's not just their energy in it, it's everybody else's energy who has touched the same object. And it carries all of this energy when it gets to you. So you could be transferring all of this negative energy potentially to yourself unwittingly. So you have to be very careful. So yeah, that's why I'll be told not to use crystals. So yeah. So, is there anything else I'm forgetting? But I think I covered all the gifts that I could think of. If I remember any more, who knows? I guess I'll pick it up on the next God conversation. But I just wanted to make people aware of the different type of um gifts there are. Stop ignoring your gifts. Step into your divine gifts. God gave you these gifts to protect you and others around you. And God gave you these gifts to make you aware of the devils that might come in your path and anyone whose path you love. Okay? It's put there to protect and make you aware and cautious. Okay? Is there to help you and others you love and others, period, along in this thing called life. So just don't forget and honor these gifts. Do not forget about these gifts, ignore these gifts, or act like this doesn't exist. When you get a feeling, that's another thing I forgot, the gut feeling. When you get a gut feeling about a person or a gut feeling about a decision, a thing, whatever, do not ignore that. That is for a reason. If you ever ignore it, you will regret it. So that's another thing. Pay attention to that. I did say that there's such thing as clairsentience, but I just wanted to say that part about the gut feeling because that is a big form of intuition, and do not ignore that. That is in you for a reason. Um, Whatever you feel, sense about anything, pay attention to it because God made you sense or feel that or see that for a reason. So that's all I came to say. That's the message of the day, just to make people aware. So, until next time, peace and blessings. Look, girl, you better stop playing with me. I really say that. You know that? I really say that. Like I told you, I do this for a living. I do. I'm a spiritual reader for a living. So I do that for a living, and that's what I say when I be like writing them about something. I be like, peace and blessings to you. That's exactly what I say. So go ahead, girl, my twin. So I think that's it. And that's if you would like to contribute to my channel, to my platform, you see the Cash App scrolling across the bottom. All donations are appreciated, no matter how big, no matter how small. If you wish to contact me for any reason, my email is listed in the description box. You can also get in touch with me for readings by the same manner. You can hit me up by email that's listed in the description box. Please like the video, please, or like the live, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to all so you can know when I go live or when I post a video. Your presence was truly appreciated. Thank you for everybody who decided to drop by. I truly, truly am gracious and show you gratitude for stepping up or pulling up, no matter how short of a time it was. Thank you, y'all. I love y'all for coming through, but it's time to say goodbye. I love y'all. Mwah. Peace.